Nexplanon is over 99% effective, no matter the fantasy. Talk to your doctor. Call 1-877-467-5266 or visit Nexplanon.com for more information. Ask your doctor about Nexplanon.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour. Thanks so much for joining us again. And we're so excited to be back, huh, Kathy?
Yes, another day, another podcast. And if you haven't done it yet, now is the time to follow our podcast so that you never miss an episode. Just search for Bachelor Happy Hour in the podcast app and hit the follow button.
Yep. Super important that you follow the podcast because you're going to get notified every time there's a new episode. Also, while you're there, leave us a review or write in a question.
Also, make sure to check out all of our past episodes. We have been having so much fun answering your questions, dishing out advice. So keep them coming at bachelornation.com/golden hour.
So today we have a very special guest joining us. But before we bring him in, Kathy, we have to talk about the new Bachelorette.
Holy smokes. Taylor, Frankie, Paul. Let's talk.
Well, first of all, I wish I was Mormon now. I mean, really? They're getting everything.
Well, there is that. Yeah, she's going to be on like 2 Mormon shows and this show all at once. But okay, wait. I have to say, I know there are people that are going to be like, what? Because, Bachelor has traditionally plucked men and women from obscurity.
Yes.
And
like us.
Like us, and put them on. But you know what? I think because of the nature of reality TV now and the number of dating shows, Bachelor is smart. They decided to completely go a different direction, pulling this young woman who has kids, who's been divorced, who's at 31 has already lived a really rich, varied life, and she's going to bring with her 1 million+ followers. People are going to be invested in her and tune in. That's what I think.
And she's on her other reality show. I mean, people do watch that, so they'll come over.
Right, that's what I'm saying. She's got so many followers.
Just as well, Bachelor will go over.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's a bold move
yes,
by the Bachelor franchise, but I think it's a great move. I think change is good. I think sometimes people fight change, and people say we want change, and then you give them change, and they're like, we want to go back to But I obviously don't know her.
She's obviously adorable.
Oh yeah, I mean she's adorable,
young,
and
beautiful, and the men coming on. When you have young children, it's a whole different ballgame when you're dating somebody with a child. Maybe they've reached out to men that age that might have children as well. I don't know.
Right. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's going to be so many facets of this show, I think, that are going to be something Bachelor has never done. And I think people are going to tune in a big way to see how. I can't wait. Personally,
I hope so.
I cannot wait.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I mean, I couldn't have Mel, so maybe I can get invested in Taylor and see how her life goes.
Oh, I just hope we get to meet her live and in person. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll see what happens.
Okay. All right. Now it's time to get into today's episode. So let's bring in our guest. Everyone, please welcome from Bachelor in Paradise and Gen season of The Bachelorette, Hekeem. Hi, Hekeem, my little sweetheart. Welcome back to Golden Hour.
Hi, Hekeem.
What up? What up, y'all? How you doing?
So excited to see you.
Oh, my goodness. The love fest begins.
I'm telling you, I warned, I wasn't on Paradise, but you would not have gone home so soon. There would have been rumors.
Okay.
There would.
Well, so
I'm gonna tell
Hekeem,
you right now, it wouldn't have been no rumors. It would have been a fact to me, you and Susan. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
We have chemistry like no other.
Oh yeah.
I just want to point out that Susan is in a monogamous relationship. I was in Paradise dying to meet you, and when you heard I was coming, you went home. That's what happened, I heard.
Damn, you thought it was my choice?
How was your experience? I want to hear.
Tell us about it.
My experience was short, but it was phenomenal. Honestly, I got
waited a long time, right? You were one of the first ones to be announced.
It was one of the first to be announced. So I got my mind right, got my body right. I was trying my best, and I was actually really nervous coming into it as well. Really, really nervous, but like I was like, I'm gonna be 100% myself. They're gonna love me. They're gonna love me. If they don't like me, they don't like me in a sense. So like I went in and did the best that I could.
Was it what you expected, Hekeem? Was it when you got there? Was it what you expected, or
in what context do you feel like?
I don't know. Who
What
was
were you
on the
nervous?
beach? What you thought you were going to get when you got? Obviously, you didn't think you'd go home so soon. But what?
You know, everybody wants the love story. I wanted the love story. I wanted to be able to get on one knee, and propose to somebody. So that was always the expectation. I was trying to put. You know, I'm always.
I was there waiting for you, Hakeem. You just gone home. Wait, who seriously?
Stop playing with me. Stop playing. Don't play with my heart. Don't play with my heart. Because I'll fly out to you right now.
Who did you want to see on the beach besides me? Of course,
hoping for somebody to be there, and they weren't.
I mean, they were absolutely on the beach, but she's in a relationship.
Who
so
is she?
Parisa. She's in a very happy relationship. So like I was so excited to meet her, and it's literally 24 hours afterwards, she's on the beach, you know, so that was a dagger. I at least wanted my shot to try to just say hi and tell her how much I enjoy her energy and how much I think she would be great as a girlfriend. Obviously not right away being her girlfriend, but she brings a lot to the table. So
I love her.
Again, like, she's amazing.
I don't know. Had the opportunity to tell her? Did you ever say anything?
She wasn't there.
I know, but outside of the show.
Outside of the show, no, because before I saw her at STK Steakhouse for Grant's ending of his season, but I never chatted with her. I actually wanted to keep it very platonic. I mean, I waved at her and she saw that I saw her and so forth, but I wanted to keep it very platonic before Paradise, you know, and so forth. So it doesn't seem like I was trying to get to know her beforehand and all that, so forth. But yeah, I never got to shoot my shot. All good though. It's not, like I said, like everything happens for a reason, and hopefully she's extremely happy with whatever she's doing, because that's all that matters. But my woman's out there. Woman's out there. You just don't find her.
Were you surprised about the $500,000?
He didn't know when he was there.
Correct. Yeah, the $500,000. I had mixed emotions, to be honest. I was super excited for them because that's a lot of money. Yeah. That's a lot of money. I got student loans that I got to pay off. And, I would be very, very happy, but I feel like it just changed the meaning of the show, though, a little bit. I feel like people started to be strategic, and I'm like, what the hell are we being strategic on a love show for? We're trying to get married.
So
you know
wait
what I mean?
a second. Hold on, Hakeem. Which would you have chosen then? Would you, if you had stayed around and you have coupled up with someone, would you have chosen the money or love? And if you couldn't choose both?
Oh, you couldn't choose both?
I don't know if you can. I don't know, but I'm saying
no, for sure. To be honest with you, if I'm going down to the end and I'm getting down on one knee or picking the money, I'm going to be honest, I'm probably going to get down on one knee. Here's the reason why. Is because like you can always earn $500,000. And I put myself in a situation, I'm going to put myself in my brain to say that I'm going to make that much money in the future, and I can do that, but I'm not going to sacrifice something that might be once in a lifetime. That's the kind of way I look at it.
I respect that.
Yeah. But $500,000 a lot of money.
Is a lot of money. So wait,
that I'm going to make that much money in the future, and I can do that, but I'm not going to sacrifice something that might be once in a lifetime. That's the kind of way I look at it.
I respect that.
Yeah. But $500,000 a lot of money.
Is a lot of money. So wait, my brain goes here, okay? If you guys are a couple and you speak about it, we're going to say I'm choosing.
Kind of way I look at it. Like you can always earn. No, for sure. To be honest with you, if I'm going down to the end and I'm getting down on one knee or picking the money, I'm going to be honest, I'm probably going to get down on one knee. Here's the reason why. Is because like you can always earn $500,000. And I put myself in a situation, I'm going to put myself in my brain to say that I'm going to make that much money in the future, and I can do that, but I'm not going to sacrifice something that might be once in a lifetime. That's the kind of way I look at it.
I respect that.
Yeah. But $500,000 a lot of money.
Is a lot of money. So wait, my brain goes here, okay? If you guys are a couple and you speak about it, we're going to say I'm choosing the money on TV and I'll see you afterwards. Do you think something like that could happen?
How? They got cameras on us everywhere, inside our rooms, outside. You can't just be like, hey, like
a little wink,
let's just wink. No,
yeah, but Hakeem, they can't when you go home. If you choose the money, they can't stop you from calling up. I don't know what the rules are, but
Maybe the rule says if you hook up with that person when you leave, then you have to pay back.
Well, that
I don't know, but I wanted that money too. But if it came down to the end, like, just had to pick, like, I didn't know you had to pick love or the money.
We didn't either.
Wait, is that what you have to do?
It's all confusing.
I'm confused.
Because that's what they said.
You made it to the finale. How the hell are you confused?
Because what do you mean? Because I wasn't there for the very end.
They planted a seed last week for the coming attractions of this week next week. It's saying maybe it's the money, maybe it's for love. You may have to make a decision.
I believe you can have both. But wait, Hekeem, I want to know because money it's boring talking about money. I want to know what you thought. I know you didn't get to meet us, but what did you think about Golden's being on the show?
Oh, fuck yeah.
He loves us.
The Goldens as a whole, saved The Bachelor in Paradise.
Well, really, let's make it all about me. What did you think about me?
Let me say this one more time as a young buck that was on The Bachelor in Paradise. Without the Goldens, we wouldn't have the viewership. We wouldn't. No, you held it down. Specifically, you. You started a whole trend. Like, yo, I need some tequila, yo, and let me get a bottle of wine. Like, you started a whole trend. We was boring as fuck. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest.
And doing the body shots.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. You guys held it down. There were stories for days that were true and honest stories. Yeah, you had Gary, you had Leslie Finance, you had Kathy up there with Keith, you had Kim, you had April out there cougar hunting. You guys brought your energy unmatched, and that's my biggest regret. Obviously, I wanted to meet Parisa too because she's beautiful.
She is, and no, she's as sweet and kind and smart as she is beautiful.
And I think she's single.
I appreciate that. But when it comes down to you guys, I really was so excited for seeing you guys, and I never got to see you guys, and that literally hurt so much. Yeah. Because when I was watching, obviously I'm watching it back when you guys came through, and everyone's having so much fun. You guys were so lit.
I was jealous. I wanted to have fun.
You know what? We came to have fun. That's the difference in our ages.
You did.
We came to have fun.
You guys all killed it and crushed it, and you looked fire too, Kathy. Let me tell you that you look fire out there. So
Hekeem, you are the best.
Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, yes, keep talking. I love it.
I can tell you.
I love it.
So
would you do Paradise again? Because you didn't.
Hell no. Hell no.
So wait, I read somewhere that you crawled back into your shell after filming. Is there any truth to that, and why?
Crawl back into my shell. When it comes,
what does that mean?
If I'm going to go on a show, I want it to be very intentional. I feel like in this, like now that I know like there's $500,000 involved with it, it just changes the whole thing because you're going to go into it like, damn, I want the money too. Like going into there, I was going in and I'm thinking like, oh, they're going to bring all these girls because, we talked beforehand. They're going to bring in like all these girls that we talked about. So then I can really build a connection. But then at the end of the day, you forget it's a TV show too. And they're doing their job by making great TV. And yeah, I'm 31 now. I'm trying to find love. I would go on a TV show, maybe like a competition game show or something that's very intentional to find that person, their person. Specifically, that's their goal.
So why would you go on Paradise again?
I mean, Kathy, come on now. I like Kathy. Come on now.
What?
You just on this, Kathy, like, come on.
But Kathy got to stay, so it's a different experience.
She stayed for what? The 500,000. And then she
No,
But look at Nancy.
Hekeem,
she came in and
whoa.
like
Wait a
you.
second. I got to clear my name. Keith and I said, and I think that's why the young ones liked us so much because we gave advice and we were friendly and I love all y'all. But Keith and I had said, and we meant it, we were not taking money out of youngins' hands. I said on last week's episode, oh no, we had told them, and we said on
They
the
got
episode,
enough of their own.
We said, well, it's not that. It's just that at our age, relationships with people is more valuable to us than putting more money in the bank. And you guys, you have college loans to pay off. That's what I said about Alex. She has college loans to pay off. You guys want to buy your first house, and that could be a real big jumpstart. So Keith and I were not taking money out of young kids' hands. That's not why I stayed. That's not why Keith stayed. So now
Honestly,
tell me.
I'm just poking fun. My bad. Damn.
I want to know.
I feel
want
your
to know
pain.
why,
Like
though.
Nancy came quickly and left. You were there really quick and left.
Yeah.
That has to be a lot because you prepare and you can't wait to
Yeah.
get there and have this experience. And then within a second, it's over.
I think the most disappointing part was truthfully that they announced me that early, and then like none of the girls that I was expecting to be there was there.
Yeah.
Who else?
And
Who
then that's
else?
when I'm like,
Who else?
Damn.
Who
You know
else
what I
were
mean?
you
That's when I was like,
expecting?
What am I
Hekeem?
going to do now?
Who else were you expecting?
I was hoping Parisa. I was hoping JoJo was going to be there. She's with Sam McKinney. We love that. She's with Sam McKinney and all that. Let's see. Who else? Honestly, I was really looking forward to getting to know those two girls. And whoever came. Also, Olivia Lewis, I mentioned her way beforehand, too, after our men tell all and all that good stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a person that's going to force it. You know, I did it. I loved it. Bachelorette was amazing and all that.
Did you know Tide has been
Malibu? When even if you're just
Audible original Only Expectations ever written.
into moments of
I spend on just a simple promotes hydrated skin
Oh, yeah. You see Grocery Store Joe and us.
at naturesunshine.com. That's happy hour at naturesunshine.com.
Well, wait a minute. Do you believe you can find love in paradise?
Oh, yeah. You see Grocery Store Joe and us.
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
So I'm saying, and I'm asking you why, if you believe in love, you want to find love, why wouldn't you do paradise again?
Well, Grocery Store Joe didn't have to choose between $500,000 and love, you know? So that was a whole different dynamic then. So, like, I can take a girl down all the way to the final, and then she can say, I actually want the money. So you kind of just play with fire. You're playing with fire at this point because now people are going to go on the show for money, too. So, like, that's why I wouldn't want to do it because I know I'm an empath and I know I'm going to be hurt. And, like, for me, like, yeah, like, that's going to, yeah. I've been heartbroken before, and it's taken me a long time. And especially if I'm going to be engaged with somebody, I have never felt that type of heartbreak before. And I empathize for all the men and women who have, but like, I could never put myself in a situation that,
You don't
I
want
have
to put
to.
yourself.
Listen,
Yeah, I just don't
Hekeem,
know,
I can
like-
solve this for you.
what's up?
I can solve this. You go on Paradise again if they ask you. You find the girl. You fall in love. If you don't win the money and she wants the money, Susan will just send her a check for $500K. You get the money. You get the money and
Wait a
the
minute.
girl.
Is this new for every paradise? They're going to
Who
have
knows?
money.
Who knows? I don't know.
It might be something they just tried once. Who knows?
Yeah.
What did you think about the new way the show was narrated and the way they did things?
I mean, I'm not hating or nothing like that. I just think personally for Hekeem, I don't think I can make that. I don't know if I'll be able to be that vulnerable that I would have to trust that someone's going to pick me over 500,000 because I know myself, right? If I find somebody that's going to marry me, who's going to have my children, all those things, I'm going to do whatever I can. I'm going to dive head first in that. And I can't have the same expectation that someone's going to have the same type of mindset. And that's why I would rather, I mean,
But
if
you
I
have to
can't,
have trust. You have to have
yeah, for
you have to
sure.
take chances.
For sure. But how normal is it that somebody has to choose 500K over you? It's not a normal situation that you're going to see every day. So like, that's the ultimate test. Right. But like, yeah. So like for me, I don't blame anybody who would want to take 500K, but I don't want it to be at the expense of my heart.
To break somebody's heart, I hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah, for sure. But it can happen.
Talk about hate mail.
Yeah. So wait, are you dating anyone, Hekeem, now?
Well, I'm looking forward to dating. I'm still not, but I mean, I'm dating. I'm looking around. I'm chatting. I'm not actively searching. I'm just focusing on myself because if I'm not 100% in tip-top shape, then how am I going to be able to take care of my lady?
Wait a minute.
this
What kind of
modeling
shape? What are
thing.
you talking about? Mental shape? What kind of shape are we
Yeah,
talking?
emotionally, I think I have to do better with my emotional regulation. I think that's my last like hurdle that like I need to learn how to just let things go and not, you don't have to say stuff, and I feel like with that, I feel like there's a lot of things with me because I'm a very emotional dude. I wear my heart on my sleeve and all
We're
those
twins.
things.
We've said this before. My God, you're talking my language.
No, for sure. So like, I just don't take care of myself in relationships. I make sure to take care of my partner in tenfold, and then I don't have anything for me. So I got to love myself. I don't think I say I love myself. I say I'm confident. Yeah, I think I'm a good looking dude.
Yeah.
But like, do I truly love myself? How much that I love other people? Because I love other people because I seek that validation that they need me. They want me. They love me too. Instead of just saying, I'm going to do this because I love them. Done.
You're
Even if it
almost
don't
there,
validation.
baby, because if you're able to say what you just said and
Yeah.
you realize this, you're almost there.
Yeah.
Do
I
love yourself.
appreciate you.
Now tell me about this model thing. What's
Modeling.
going on?
Model.
Career.
Are
Modeling
you
career.
modeling?
My modeling career.
Oh, you thought female right away, a model?
I was like, hold on, y'all finna set me up with a model. Yeah, I walked at San Diego Swim Week. As you probably
I
would
saw
say,
that thing that you wore. It was bizarre.
it was bizarre. I mean, I would say it was different. Different. I wouldn't wear it probably none of that because I don't got the swag like that, to be
But
frank.
how did you feel?
Dude,
doing that?
it was liberating because they had me there and they were like, Hekeem, just be yourself. Because I knew going into this, I'm like, guys, I'm not your average, runway model that's like, all that. So they let me be me. I was out there hitting the quan. I was cranking that
baby.
Soldier Boy. I was cranking that
in the
Soulja Boy.
house.
Everybody was enjoying it, but I can tell like the modeling coordinator was like a little bit embarrassed. She was like, oh my God. But dude, the designers, the audience, they were loving it.
How did that come
Loving
about?
it.
How did they reach out to you? How did that come about?
Yeah, they reached out to me as an ambassador, and I was like, you know what? Y'all need somebody that can walk? And then they're like, you know what? Yeah, we got you. So then they pulled the little strings, got me in there. Aaron Bryant was there too. Brandon Jones as well from Brandon Jones from Michelle's season. So yeah, it was a great
fun.
opportunity. I'm going to be doing another one for charity as well. So I'm excited for that.
That's fun. That's so fun.
Yeah,
Well,
it's super
You know
fun.
what? Put it out there. Maybe Miss Wright will come and, just check you out.
Nah, you don't want to do that. I want it to be so organic that I'm like just taken by surprise. Like, yo, like, where did you come from? Like, you know what I mean? Like, where have you been? Because I throw it out there. Hekeem's going to be here and all that. Like, first of all, I'm a nobody. Like, Hekeem's going to be here. Like, I'm like, I'm Michael B. Jordan.
Never.
I'm not
never say
Michael
that.
B. I'm not Michael B.
Doesn't
Jordan.
matter.
You know what I mean? But
You're
what
Hekeem.
I'm saying is, Susan, what I'm saying though is that like in situations like this, I want to just run into my woman without it having to be tried. Like, I don't want to have to feel like I'm trying to find her, because every person that I've talked with that's in a happy relationship happens when you're not looking.
Amen. That's the story
It's
of our lives.
consistent every single time. You're not looking for it, and then it just happens. So I'm trusting that I'm going to just keep doing my thing. I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to try to put good into the world, and then she will hopefully be on me and bless me.
All right. Yes. So what are you thinking for the rest of this world? What do you the rest of this year?
World.
Yeah, the rest of this world. The rest of this year, what are you manifesting for yourself? What, obviously, Miss Wright's going to come pound your front door down, but what else?
She might tiptoe in.
She might.
You might tiptoe in.
She might
your
just.
eyes
She might
open
meow
because
at the
you
back
could
door.
What else do I have? I'm walking in another show. I'm also going to be going to Vegas for this event. I'm going to go with Brandon. Brandon's the man. Brandon from Michelle's season, Brandon Jones, like, he's kind of became like one of my close friends, like one of them very close. And he's just hooking me up because, they hook him up because he's Brandon Jones. So I'm just there, just, having fun there for that event. So I'm
What's the event in Vegas?
It's called Rise, I think.
Okay.
It's called Rise. I'm not sure. I really don't be outside like that. I'm really in the crib watching TV. So like, if I get invited to something, I'm like, all right, fuck it. You want me to go to Vegas? All right, fuck it. I'll do it.
Just remember, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, Hekeem.
Hell yeah, girl. Say that. Say that. Say that.
Oh my God. All right, we got to move. We are going to move into our topic of the day because
wait, I have one more thing.
Oh, God.
I'm getting a hair transplant.
What?
Stop.
I'm dead ass. I'm going to Turkey, and I'm getting a hair transplant.
We just got back from Turkey.
Who went to Turkey?
Susan
Kathy
and I did.
What?
We invited you, but you didn't answer the call when we called, so we had to leave without you.
Kathy, You don't even have my digits. You both. You really.
But
just
Hekeem,
doing
I
it.
can get your digits. Trust me.
Why ain't do something with it then?
So you're going to do it? Yes.
Do what?
The
Hair transplant.
Hell yeah. You're going to see me. I'm going to have a fresh cut. I'm going to have a forehead like it's so small. My forehead is about 5 of them bitches. I got a 5 head. So when I'm going to have that line to go down, have my line is so crisp, nobody's going to be able to say nothing.
Okay, why Turkey? A couple of my clients did it. One just is
Istanbul is supposed to be,
and he did it in Florida.
Istanbul is supposed to be the place for
he did
really
it in Florida?
good.
Mm-hmm.
He got money. He doing it in Florida. He doing it in the States. He got money. All right, sorry, Kathy.
Well, if you need a nurse to take care of you afterward, Kathy and I, we know all about Istanbul.
Oh shit! I think I need somebody to take care of me right now.
keep your shirt on. All right, we are moving into our topic of the day before this degenerates any further. All right, Hekeem, what do you find to be more romantic? I already know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask anyway. Grand gestures or small everyday things, and why?
Small everyday gestures.
Or grand gestures. Which?
No, everyday small gestures, not grand gestures.
Yes.
So I don't need all the grand stuff and all that. I want you to do things to let me know that you're thinking about me. It doesn't have to be you're taking me to Nobu to get some sushi. Like if you're just making my life easier. If I got to go to work and you see I'm in the shower and my clothes are crinkled and you're like, hey, let me take care of this real quick for you. Or let me start the coffee for you real quick. That makes me think that, oh yeah, she cares about my well-being and like how I am feeling at this moment, not just trying to get this grand gesture to be like, oh wow, you did such a great thing, like blah, 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 blah. But she's actually thinking.
That's
his love language, so to speak. Remember we talked about love languages?
Yeah. No, that's exactly.
That is your love language.
We're all the same. I would much rather have a small gesture.
Absolutely.
For exactly the same reason I came. Just they're thinking about me. They care about my welfare. Just that small thing of turning on the coffee. They care.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you a coffee
Bringing
drinker?
the coffee to me is caring.
Bringing the coffee you're right.
I am.
That is such a delight when that happens. And it's not often, but
sure.
Over the times that I've been out and when someone does that, it's like, oh my God, I do it for people all the time.
Does your man do it for you right now?
Well, he doesn't live in the States, so.
Where does he, pardon me, where does he live?
He lives in St. Martin.
The fuck is St. Martin?
Mm-hmm. French West Indies.
Oh.
Caribbean.
French. Yeah,
Caribbean.
I'm Jamaican. Never heard of it.
Actually, I always get up first, so yeah.
Hold on, you dating a brother?
He's from France.
Okay, because Caribbean. I was like, hold on.
Yeah, no, he's
from France.
He's from France. Oh, okay.
St. Martin has two sides: a Dutch side and a French side.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
But I love your love language, and Kathy, you like the small gestures too. For me, it's about attention and physical touch. Like
me
when
too.
I'm in the room and you just touch me. I'm a touchy person.
I am too.
And everybody, like, I want all 4 of the love languages.
Yeah. Oh, that's when they always say, "What's your love?" It took me a long
time to learn that my partner didn't necessarily have the same love language as I did. And I never knew that. I always assumed what I would do for them, but that's not their love language. No, it took me a long time to,
No, for sure. It's taken a lot of failed relationships for myself to realize that even my communication style isn't the way other people want to be communicated to as well. So, yeah. No, totally for sure with that. Kathy, what is your thoughts? Are you a physical touch person too? Like,
very touchy.
So if I'm sleeping, go ahead.
Some people like gifts. I buy gifts, but I don't necessarily need the gifts. I just need the attention.
I'm the same. My thing is I like the small gestures. Mm-hmm. I mean, you want to bring me a Porsche, I'm not going to turn it down, but that's not my goal. But yeah, and I'm very much it's honestly, Hekeem, it's gotten me into trouble sometimes with men who I'm a touchy person, but they misread that.
No, I get it. I totally understand that. If someone is just laying down, right? I wake up in the middle of the night and I just need to touch you just to, I don't know. How do you feel about that? Is that weird? Do you feel like
No,
if I
it's
was
nice
No.
because they're wanting to be there. Yeah.
No, we had a question earlier, Hekeem, about on another podcast about sleeping in separate beds. I was like, no, I like to put my cold feet on your back and
At
stay warm.
88, he has sleep apnea. I got my own room. I'm sorry.
They got
Let the truth be
Hey,
told.
Susan, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. Yo, you are funny.
Really? And a machine and all that. Get out
they
of
don't.
here.
Hey, Susan, they've come a long way. They now have little things they implant in your skin. You
I
don't
would
need the
get one
machine.
of those, but not everybody could get those.
This episode of Bachelor Happy Hour is brought to you by Malibu. When the clock hits 5:01, it's not just the end of your day. It's the beginning of your time. Time to pina colada.
Again, Pride and Presentation is vibrant and Boston.
Choose from 2 flavors.
Possible for me to completely like responsibly percent.
Your such as condoms. Remove hair. Nexplanon is over
28 from Short Hills, New Jersey, where she isn't invited. And he makes me feel honestly just a podcast. And she is also having trouble. All right, we're going to ask a question and you're just going to tell us what.
doctor about Nexplanon.
All right, we're going to move on here to our advice portion. You're going to give some advice, Hekeem. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right, we're going to ask a question and you're just going to tell us what you think. All right, here we go. This question is from Zach. He's 28 from Short Hills, New Jersey. Hi, Kathy and Susan. My mom listens to your podcast and she is also having trouble helping me with this situation. So she told me to write in. I've been dating my girlfriend for about 5 months now, and this is actually my first real relationship. Overall, I'm really happy and honestly just excited to have found someone I connect with. The only problem is my best friend, who also happens to be my roommate, doesn't like her. He's constantly pushing for, quote, guys' nights where she isn't invited, and he makes me feel guilty if I choose to spend time with her or have her sleep over. When I asked him why he feels this way, he told me he thinks she has, quote, controlling vibes and that she's not the right person for me. This has been tough because he and I have been close since we were little kids, and I really value his opinion. At the same time, I care about my girlfriend and just want him to be happy for me. I'm stuck between wanting to honor a lifelong friendship and also wanting to explore this new relationship. How do I balance both without losing one or the other?
How old is he? Say he's 27, 28?
28.
28.
He a grown-ass man talking about he want him to come over for boys' night. If he trying to get to know a woman and you telling him he should feel guilty because he's spending time, he's tripping. His friend is tripping. If that's
He's
really
jealous.
your homie,
His friend
I'll
is
be
jealous.
damned. Facts. I'll be damned if one of my homies is like, man, you gotta make time for us, and I think she's super controlling. Like, I know what I'm getting myself into as well, right? I can stand on business and so forth and so forth. I don't need another person telling me that, like, we don't want you dating this person. So Zach, you need to just go follow through with this. You know what I mean? So like, in this whole situation, you're not in the wrong. There's nothing for you to balance. I think the only thing that needs to balance something is your homie. He needs to balance the fact that he needs to know that his friend is still his friend, but he's exploring a connection. So you got to.
But does he say it? But Hekeem, does he come out and say it to his friend? Because remember, this is Zach's first real relationship. So he's probably, a little unnerved by the whole thing, and he doesn't want to lose his childhood friend. And he's probably, you're a man about the world. You've been out and about, but this guy has never dated. And this is his first relationship. He doesn't want to lose it. So what's he going to do? How's he going to keep them both?
Let me add something to that before you answer it, Hekeem. And I agree with what you said, but I try to keep an open mind. What if, because it is his first real relationship, he's got his blinders on, and
he's going to learn the hard way is the answer.
And his roommate sees it like it could be.
It could be, but he's going to learn. He's got to learn his own lesson.
But he has to learn on his own. I think the roommate's jealous he's going to lose a roommate.
I truly just think that in that situation, he just is jealous, one, or B, just bored, because some of the time that he was getting with Zach is now being invested into a woman that he doesn't like as well. And truthfully, it's no one's business if he has his blinders on or not. in my point of view, I think in this grand scheme of everything, if he's happy in that relationship and that is your best friend from childhood, you want him to augment his happiness. So, and if she's doing that, like, why would you be upset with that? And if that person stops being your friend, that wasn't your friend.
Okay, but I gotta ask you.
Do me devil's advocate.
No, I'm not. I totally agree with you. But what you're not saying is, how does he handle the situation? He goes to his friend and says, "Hey, homie, fill in the blank." What does he say?
Hey, homie.
Chill out, back up, stay in your lane, bitch.
No. Stay in your lane, bitch. He's talking to his roommate. What is wrong with you?
He's being a bitch, Kath. The roommate is being a bitch.
Honestly, when it comes down to it, he should just say to him, like, hey, like, I know you're feeling some type of way about this whole situation. I know you're not a big fan of my current girlfriend, but hey, this is my first relationship ever, and I'm feeling great in this relationship. And I know you're not a big fan of her, but right now, unfortunately, like, I feel like I want to keep progressing things, and I want you to be a part of that.
Yeah,
so, like,
be happy
for me. Exactly.
Okay.
So, like, you gotta put that out there in his face.
I love it.
Right, Zach, I hope you heard us.
Yeah. And if listen, and Hekeem, if modeling doesn't work out or whatever else you're doing, you could become a therapist for young, stupid boys.
Therapist. That's hilarious. Therapist.
That would be me, my role. I like
I
that.
could be a coach. I could be a coach in a sense of, like, just a life coach, and just like, I'm worried about things that actually matter. I think we worry about things that don't matter so much more than the things that do matter, you know?
Sweat the small stuff. No way.
Right. All right, Hekeem, we've asked you a lot of questions. Do you have anything you want to ask us? You know, we know you better. Do you want to know? What do you want to know? Open the floor. What do you know?
Are you dating right now, Kathy? What's going on?
Oh, just stab me. Just stab me. Stab me.
What?
Sure.
You asked me too.
She makes friends.
I would love to be dating, but I'm not. But if you know of someone.
Kathy, you are fine. Don't do that. Don't make it sound like you know somebody. There's men out there that they see you and they're like, damn, she's tough. Like, they want to talk to her. So, like, don't do that.
Hekeem, where are they?
They do. And it just so happens that that's not her person. Right, Kathy? There's somebody trying to get her right now. And
right now.
No,
at this moment, they're listening to your podcast.
No, listen, he's a nice guy. He and I are on separate. Politically, we're not aligned. There's no. I mean,
the man
the guy that would like to date me. We are not politically aligned. We don't like to do the same things. I mean, you know, he said to me, "You're beautiful. I want to date you." Well, there's, you know, thank you, but you know, I would love.
Have a spark.
I don't have a spark for him. I have a friend spark for him. I would love to find someone to date, but it's not as easy, Hekeem. Here's the thing. Women reach out to men from Golden Bachelor and Golden Bachelorette. The men get reached out to because women are on social media. Guys in their 60s are not on social media for the most part, and they don't know how to.
Perverts are, but
yeah.
Fair enough.
So I got a problem. So if you can solve that for me, I'd be very grateful.
Be more than happy to be a liaison for you. Like, I can absolutely do that. Be the middleman for you, because that's going to be easy money. So you have non-negotiables. Clearly, we see here. What else are your other non-negotiables for you that you're like, I'm not?
I actually have very few non-negotiables. I want a guy that will travel with me. I want a guy that will make me laugh. You know, everyone says I'm so funny and I make them laugh. I want someone that makes me laugh. I want to have fun with someone. He's got to understand that I'm not a great cook. Like, I'm not going to sit there and
not a great cook, Kathy.
I can cook. I can cook. I don't want to cook.
Kathy does not cook.
I want somebody.
That's okay. It's okay. Let's be real.
I can cook. I can cook.
Yo!
I want somebody fit. I want somebody fit.
She can play golf, and she's super, super smart. She'll figure out anything. She'll write you a letter, an email. I mean, brilliant. But when it comes to the kitchen,
I can't.
Look.
I'm just saying. Okay. So I want someone who likes adventure, who's fit. I'm not looking. Here's the problem, Hekeem, and I'm just and then we're gonna put this whole podcast to rest. I am 72 years old, but I have the energy. All my friends are in their 40s and 50s, and they can't keep up with me. So there's a big disconnect there. Guys want, it's
they're
tough.
worried about the number.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, so for the energy wise, are you meaning like your sex drive, or just meaning like going out wise? Or
All of
like,
physically,
all of
she's
it.
in
Physically,
tip-top shape.
I'm in great shape. All of it. I have energy for everything.
Got it.
Men look at the number and go, no.
She says, "Wait, say your famous line. I don't want to use the guy.
I don't want to use the guy. You know what a used to guy is? Hekeem, a used to guy. He used to play tennis. He used to ski. He used to travel, and now he sits his ass on the sofa and does absolutely nothing.
Got it. Definitely understand. But I think the age is nothing but a number. Truthfully, I'm being honest with you. You see, she's phenomenal. She's not real. She's not real.
That's what people are going to say about
real.
me.
My idol.
You are literally beautiful.
Oh, you're
basically,
sweet.
Is basically what I'm saying. You are literally phenomenal.
Thank you.
Inwardly and outwardly, you are literally gorgeous. So,
and yet you got to think for Susan. So I don't know what to say.
It's just chemistry, Kathy. You can't make that shit up.
Yeah, I mean, Susan is like, Susan and I is just,
It was instant. The day I met you, it was like, wow. Just
she
give
was
me
like,
a hug. A stiff breeze could hurt my feelings at times. People's negative comments on my Instagram accounts, like, oh, why did they say that? Why are you so mean to me?
And also, Kathy, truthfully, I have a huge crush on Kris Jenner as well. And Susan is literally like,
excuse me, have you seen Kris Jenner lately? They look nothing alike anymore. Seriously,
she's gorgeous.
She looks like she's 40 years old.
Exactly
Look her up.
like Kim.
They don't look alike anymore.
Yes,
I'm serious.
Yes, we do.
I love you, Susan. That
yes, we
ship
do.
sailed.
All I need is like cheek implants or something. But I love Kris.
yeah, she's gorgeous.
She is.
Okay,
she is gorgeous. What's up? You kicking me out? Damn.
I mean, it's about time here. And I just want to say, Hekeem.
Yeah.
You after we get off this podcast, you better before you crawl in her shirt, you better go find me a guy. Okay?
Okay. With that being said, that does it for this episode of Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour.
Thank you all. Thank you, Hekeem.
Really?
Thank you all for joining us. And be sure to follow Bachelor Happy Hour as we have new episodes coming out every week, and you don't want to miss even one.
And we promise each and every one of you, we will have him back on here again. Make sure to submit your questions to us, and you can go to bachelornation.com/golden hour, or you can hit us up on social at Bachelor Happy Hour.
Introducing new Caesar warm bowls, an exciting feeding.
Questions to us, and you can go to bachelornation.com/golden hour, or you can hit us up on social at Bachelor Happy Hour.
Introducing new Caesar warm bowls, an